You've been played with. They haven't taught you anything. These social media business experts talking about no personal guarantee when you have to do your businesses. They're arguing about LLC. No, 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 no. C-Corp. No, no, no. You don't want that. They're all fighting. They're not fighting to tell you the truth. They're fighting to get to your wallet. They're acting like they discovered the Holy Grail or something, like it's some secret formula. It's very simple, folks. It's not complicated. They try to make it complicated and they try to make it confusing because they need to be the ones that lead you out to the promised land. It is simple ABC, 1, 2, 3. It's always been in play and it's always the way the system is. So if you really want to know how you can establish your company to get business credit without a personal guarantor, then I'm going to advise you to stick around and listen to the 3 major things that the banks are looking for. At the same time, I'm going to give you the red flags to watch out for them gurus, them experts. So if you're interested, let's go ahead and go for this. Let's go ahead and break this down. We're going to separate myth from what really matters. Now, I told you there's 3 major things that banks look for when trying to give credit to your business, especially without a personal guarantor. So I'm going to dive into that, but I'm also going to give you some red flags to watch out for any potential scammers or fake gurus out there. The first point I want to emphasize is structure does not replace substance. Structure does not replace substance. So no matter how well someone says they can make your LLC, no matter how well they say you can make your C-Corp, because you need it to be that, not the LLC, right? No matter how well all that is, you're still just creating a legal entity. You're not creating cash flow. You're not creating history. You're not creating trust. The things that banks and lenders really look at when they are underwriting is risk. If you're a new company or a young company and you have no financials, then you are high risk. And they're going to want you as a personal guarantor. They're going to want you to sign on a dotted line. They're going to want your assets and your credit on the line. And I'm going to tell you, if you come across any of these people online and they're telling you to use credit stacking, if you don't know what it is, I just did an episode last week, getting credit cards and taking advances off it so you can build up your bank account so it can look like you have 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100,000, whatever in your bank account. This is a waste of time. You don't have any financials to go with it. It's not going to do anything for you. Your business needs to be authentic in every way, including your financial picture. You're going to sign your name on the dotted line until you mature, until you get there. Point number 2 is going to get you there. Point number 2, the real way to earn independence. Getting rid of the personal guarantor is very much possible, but there's some things that the bank wants in order to trust your company, not you, the company itself, in order to move forward with that. And that's going to be consistency when it comes to positive cash flow. It's going to be 2 years bank statements and financials certified by CPA. It's going to be assets and collateral to back up the loan. The company has to have it, not you. Remember, you're trying to get the personal guarantor off of it. You're trying to get the company. So we're talking about the company has to have assets to put up for collateral for the loan, as well as you need a track record of paying vendors and creditors at least 12 months to 2 years. Now, listen to me on this one. This red flag here. If any of these gurus or any of these people out here saying, hey, stated income, well, no doc, that is a red flag. The reason why is because if your company's under 2 years old, as I just told you, they're looking for 2 years worth of financials out the gate. If you're 3 years, they're looking for 2 years worth of financials. And if you don't have that, I don't care that it's stated. Stated means fraud then. If you don't have it, you're just going to state that you have that money. You're just going to claim you have it. You don't have to show any doc. And I know what you're saying. Hey, and I know what they're saying. Hey, this is what the big boys do. This is how business is done, man. This is how it is. Okay, let's go ahead and say that's how it is. That doesn't mean it's legal. I guarantee if you get busted, they're going to tell you that's how it is. We lock them up all the time. You want to make sure you stay away from people like this. It's going to take time to do. You have to have patience. There is no magic trick. There is no shortcut. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. And these gurus are telling you different. Let's go ahead and dive into point number 3. Point number 3 is about building credit the smart way, without scams, without shortcuts, without all this funky stuff. So what you'll have to do out the gate, like I did for my company and for so many different people, is, hey, We're going to crawl before we walk. We're going to get some small vendor accounts. We're going to do Office Max, Office Depot. They're going to give $500. They're going to give $1,000, and it's going to be with no personal guarantor on it, and it's going to be in your company's name. And you're going to buy some office supplies, and you're going to do something. You're also going to get some vendors that are going to give you net 30, net 60, where you have to pay it off in that time frame. Again, this is not with any personal guarantor. Doing all these particular things starts to build up your business credit. But you say, where? Like, do they have to call these vendors when I want to get a loan from the bank to show that I have vendor credit and I have creditors that I have a relationship with? Well, this is where the second part of this comes into play. You have them report to Dun & Bradstreet, to Equifax, to Experian. That way your business is establishing its own credit and it's getting its own score. When it comes time, you have 2 years worth of financials, then you're in a good position to go for the loan. With all that said, it's going to take time, but the key here is don't focus on all that. Don't focus on all that. Focus on doing business the right way. What are you going into business for? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to change the world? Are you introducing a new product or service to them? Are you doing something that makes it easier on people? What are you in business for? That's what you need to be focusing on. How about make some money, make the positive cash flow, right? Make the positive numbers you need for your financial statements for the next 2 years. Have collateral because you really built it up and you didn't go into credit card debt and things of that nature. This is what you need to do, honestly, in order to make it and get away from these type of gurus. Now, there's some people out there that give you some good advice about structuring. I say welcome that. But if people are trying to get in your pocket to tell you how to get more money, they're just getting a piece of the money. So I'm going to say you need to avoid that. If this was helpful to you, I want you to put it down in the comments and give me some thumbs up. And I want you to check out this video here. This one was on last week, credit stacking. You need to watch this one and make sure you check out this one too. This is your boy, J.I., a random podcast. I'll holler at you on the other side.